Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the Easy English One Day Workshop. I'm the MC for today's workshop, and you guys can call me Miss Abel or Kak Abel, yeah? Okay, and anyways, how are you guys today? I hope you are feeling great, yeah? I hope all of you are doing well and always stay healthy. Okay, all right. So, maybe you guys, can you open your camera so I know that you're there? Mm-hmm. Can you guys open your camera, please? Okay, I see Mr. David.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, and there's Kak Yudi or Mr. Yudi, yeah? Okay, wow. Okay, hello everyone. Okay. Oh, whose iPad? Who is it? May I know who are you?
Bintang.
Oh, Bintang. Okay, how are you, Bintang?
I'm good.
Oh, you're feeling good. Okay, that's glad to hear that. Okay, and all right. So, and did you guys notice that Facebook, do you guys still play Facebook nowadays? Okay, Facebook already changed its name to Metaverse. Yeah. So it makes WhatsApp or Instagram now it becomes Meta. Yeah, like when you open WhatsApp or Instagram, there will be a Meta logo on their opening screen. Okay, it's because Facebook changed its names to Metaverse, yeah? And anyways, does any one of you know what Metaverse? Does anyone know what is it? Metaverse? You can raise your hand or type that on the chat room or open your microphone, maybe, for those who knows what is Metaverse. Oh, and how about Bintang? Do you know what is Metaverse, Bintang?
Metaverse is like a virtual world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so
That
Metaverse is like
uh,
virtual world, yeah?
yeah,
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's like a virtual words. Yeah. Because what is it nowadays? This metaverse thingy has become a hottest topics. Yeah. Everyone seems talking about metaverse nowadays, like NFT, cryptocurrency, right? So that's part of the metaverse. Okay. So maybe some of you are wondering, Miss, why are you keep asking us about metaverse? Well, it's because today we're gonna talk about the metaverse, but we want to express our opinion in English. Okay? All right. So, and for your information, this workshop day is presented by Easy English, where Easy English is an English educational institution that teach you various way of learning English in a certainly a fun way, yeah? And of course, with an affordable price. And today we will have a very interesting workshop. There will be Kak Yudi or Mr. Yudi Lesmana as the director of Easy English who will open this workshop. And of course, there will be our native teacher from Easy English. As you can see, Mr. David here, who will tell you guys about the metaverse and teach you all to express your opinion in English. Yeah, so please don't be afraid. Yeah, and don't be shy and bring out and show us all of your English skill as much as possible. Okay. And to start the workshop, I will invite Mr. Yudi Lesmana or Kak Yudi to give the opening remarks. Okay. Okay, Kak Yudi.
Okay, so thank you, Abel, for your opening, and thank you for all the participants who came in this short workshop. Like I say, like short workshop, because in this time we would like to discuss about the happening technology, what we call metaverse. So I would like to encourage all the participants here to talk in English. Jadi teman-teman yang belum bisa bahasa Inggris dengan baik, nggak apa-apa, coba aja ngomong bahasa Inggris di sini. Memang kita mencoba untuk hampir semuanya bisa berbahasa Inggris, mengungkapkan pendapat dalam bahasa Inggris. With Mr. David also, just talk in English. Don't afraid if you make a mistake. Just trying to speak in English in this session. And our topics about metaverse. So as the opening, I would like to share you one thing about metaverse, and then here, what happened even in metaverse. So I took this picture from my friends. Okay, I took this picture from my friends. My friends, his name is Abel also, right? And then he said that I prepare myself if we are in the metaverse. I will sell mi ayam what is in English? Mie ayam. Okay, can you? I think noodle, chicken noodle. Okay, and then what we call kaki lima. It's street food, right? Street food, and then bakso sapi, meatball. Okay, then my friend started to draw the tools. If I move to the metaverse, maybe someone will need these pictures, and I try to design now, and later maybe I can sell it to the one who want to have a gerobak makanan later. And then this is what happened if we change into metaverse. Some of us maybe not really real, but okay. He said that my friends also draw about my working station. If I back to my working station in my metaverse, I will design like this. So this is all about creativity. So guys, if you like to draw or design or to find the unique things, or you can, if you have a now your home is not really what you want, maybe you can make what you want in a metaverse, right? Then what happened to our country? Okay, the president. Okay, maybe the president come with the avatar. Okay, with this avatar. Maybe later, Mr. David will show you how to choose your avatar. But in this time, I would like to thank you for all of you to come into this workshop once again, because now we are ready to exploring the world of metaverse. So this is like Kak Abel said before, Facebook changed into Meta, and then if you use WhatsApp, WhatsApp is a Meta, Instagram is Meta, and a lot of social media is already acquisition by Meta or Facebook now. Okay, so guys, before we start and introduce our main speaker now, Mr. David, I would like to ask you to chat one in the chat to make you ready. Please type one if you ready, and then so let me know if you're ready to be in this workshop and talk in English. Okay, press one. Thank you, Mega. Press one. Thank you, Andy. And then come on, press one if you're ready. I want to see if whether you are sleeping now. If you're sleeping, okay, Leah. Thank you. Okay, so please type one if you're ready. I need to know that we're ready. Okay, Mutia is ready. Edward, okay, Edward is ready. Thank you. And then I think I will not hold for a long time. I will invite our main speaker directly. Okay, so I would like to invite Mr. David. Hi, Mr. David.
Hello.
Okay,
Thank
so I would
you
like
for
to
having me.
introduce first Mr. David. Mr. David
Yeah.
is our easy English foreign teachers. Actually, Mr. David came from German, right, Mr. David?
Yeah, from Germany. Yeah,
Yeah, so
correct.
you can speak in German also, right?
Yeah, German as well. Yeah.
Of course. Now, friends, we will have class. We will have a session with Mr. David, and I believe this is will be very, very interesting. And I hope you enjoy the workshop and keep express your opinion. Don't be shy. Just express your opinion. Okay. So, Mr. David, your time.
Mm. So, thank you all for joining. Nice to see you. Even though not every one of you has the camera on. If you have a camera, would be nice. Could you turn it on? Just to be fair. Either way, let's start the topic for today. The big discussion, metaverse. What is metaverse? Ms. Abel already started to introduce the idea of it. Companies like Facebook now, and also other companies, bigger companies, they're trying to shift towards this idea of a metaverse. So metaverse, the meta itself as a word, we can look at the word meta here and ask ourselves, what is meta? What does it mean? Mark Zuckerberg, he explained it himself, saying it is a Greek word originally from the Greek language, and it meant something like beyond something, something new, something that is breaching our, let's say, our imagination or our boundaries, our borders, and goes beyond that. And another way to look at that is something, the idea of something is being self-reflective, something refers back to you, back to us. So when we combine this word with universe, the metaverse, kind of the idea of universe here, try to create a new universe, a new something, a new world in which we can create anything that we want to create. We can represent ourselves, and we can explore anything that we could not explore in real life. So it gives us a space or the idea of a new universe that we can explore and create content in, share content in, and just connect and be in, live in. So before we go into that, though, let's look a little bit about at technology itself. If you look at this one here, we know technology is all around us. We use it as phones, we use computers. Here we see somebody has set up a huge display using his computer to, I guess, entertain himself, to do work or gaming. And another example of technology is this one here, the smartphone. I believe most of you use a smartphone. It's an iPad. Are you there? Do you use a smartphone, right? It's an iPad. Are you there, Mr. iPad? Do you use do you use a smartphone? Oh, okay, Miss Muthia, are you there? Do you use a smartphone, Miss Muthia?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you use your smartphone for? Why do you have one? Mm.
I use for studying
Mhm.
and I use for studying and drawing,
Okay.
digital drawing.
Studying. So I guess you browse online looking for information, opening your websites using the smartphone. So there are
Yes.
many ways we can use the smartphone. We can use it to study, yes, correct. We can take photos with it, and we can connect socially with others using social media apps like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, right? I believe most of you use Instagram, and you can just simply call someone as well using the smartphone. So there are many ways. Also here, this one, if you're at a concert, if you're at an event and you try to capture this moment, then likely you record it, you record the audio and the video as well. And yes, so there are many ways we use the smartphone. That's one idea of technology. How do we use technology to connect and for entertainment and to capture moments? However, technology we can also see in the manufacturing industry. We're using robots that to do tasks for us that are otherwise quite difficult, quite laborious, quite hard to do. So we use machinery in forms of robots to do work for us. This is technology, right? This needs computers to be programmed and robots to be programmed as well. Even this one down here, if you look at this one, a vacuum cleaner. This is has been developed, I believe, from Japan, or yeah, I think Japan. This able to clean your room by itself. You just program it, turn it on, and it cleans the floor for you. This is technology. And if you focus on robots, also these are now being developed. They are able to speak, to talk, and to do simple tasks. You see, it looks almost like a human, able to move and use its hands, use its feet, and it's able to talk, answer your questions, and one can program them to do anything for us. So this happens also here when we need information. We could ask this computer or this robot to get the information for us. Where does he get the information from? Usually the internet, of course. We need to be connected to the internet. The same happens for anything space related. Now, if you talk about space, we have these huge satellites to look deep into space, to look at the stars. This needs technology. This needs some form of computer and device for us to, yeah, connect and operate this these technologies. Also here it's hidden behind the flag. Actually, these rovers, they send now up to Mars, right? Even those need technology. And then more of a recent development, these glass, for example, I believe Facebook released this one. These glasses you put on, and then in these glasses, you have this, visually you can see this representation of a map, like Google Maps, you're able to access Google Maps with that. I'm not sure you can do a video call with it. It would be weird because it just records your eye, I guess. So, but the idea of connecting to the internet, not just by using our smartphones, but also using glasses. And then also these watches that came out, no, for iPhone, I believe, most commonly used, from where you can access your Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp, reading your WhatsApp messages, which is also able to monitor your movement, no, and your physical condition. So these are all devices that we use, technological devices, to connect and to access the internet that help us to connect. So this means technology, in a way, is trying to connect people across the globe, right? And it tries to make it easier for us to gain information, and we let technology also do work for us, right? So and then we have the metaverse, the idea of the metaverse. So if technology is there also to connect, to make life easier, the metaverse too is there in a way to make life easier and allows us to connect with one another. So one example of that, let's see, is the use of this VR set, right? Do you know the VR set, Mr. Who's that? Mr. Andy, are you there? Andy, are you there? Or Miss Leah, number 8. Miss Leah, are you there? Have you ever seen the VR? This one here?
Yes.
Yes. Have you ever used one yourself?
I think I borrowed one at my
Oh,
cousin's place.
and how was that? How was the experience?
And for the first time, it's kind of dizzy, but
Oh, this year.
yeah, you
Okay.
can kind of get used to it.
What did you do? Is it like did you play a game, or did you like join an event, like where you walk around with the character and meet other people, or what did you do with the VR?
Yeah, I was playing. Yeah, my cousin was teaching me to play some games.
Uh, okay. Yes, so we can use the VR to play games. And with this one here, look at this one. That's like your controller. You would use, like, let's say for the PlayStation or Xbox, or for computers, use the mouse and the keyboard. And this one has this little joystick that allows you to, yeah, to navigate in the world, to interact with anything that happens virtually. So the VR set, quite expensive, right? Not sure what the pricing is now. So, but using the VR, and you're able to create also, if you want to step into the metaverse, your own character. So we try to project ourselves, putting ourselves into the metaverse, into this virtual reality. So, okay, before we move to that, I want to share something with you. That is this one here. Is that working? Yes. This one here is a website called Avatar Maker. You're able to actually create your avatar. This is a character basically you would use in the metaverse. You would basically create yourself, and then in the metaverse, as soon as you open it and access it, you'd see either yourself or see other people, other avatars, right? So let's choose okay, this one here, and then you see you can customize the look of it, the face, the form, right? Oval shaped, square, the nose, like a longer nose, shorter nose, the mouth. You can customize it as you want, even the coloring itself. And then, yes, is there not accessories there? You can try yourself using this website, for example, Avatar Maker. Through this website, you can create your own avatar, and then you can download it here. Here you can download it. There's a download button, and you can use it for now, I believe, as kind of like a profile photo, profile picture for yourself. But when you enter it, I guess people see then this profile photo. But the idea is for this metaverse to actually create a 3D person that is moving around in the universe, in this metaverse. So let's go back to this one here. Metaverse, the idea, I believe it could look like this. There's different platforms that offer you access to this metaverse. They basically create any world, anything you want to imagine or could imagine, is able to create that in a 3D form. Any places, even homes, houses. If you want to explore something like a wilderness, you're able to create it and walk through it. You're able to swim, actually, to fly. And yes, the idea of accessing and creating anything that is happening in that virtual reality. Now let's look at this one. You're also able to create your own home. Of course, Mr. Who have we here? What are the other participants? Eric, are you there? So Eric.
Hi, Mr. David.
Ah, yes, okay. So, hello. Would you be
Hello,
able
Mr.
to, nice to meet you. Would you be able to create your own home, your own room? Would you make it look exactly like your home in your real world looks like, or would you try to create something totally new, totally different?
Oh,
What would you?
I'm going to make a totally new.
Something totally new.
Yeah, furnitures that I don't have at home.
True,
Maybe
yes.
too expensive in real life.
True. Nothing is you cannot afford or something.
Yeah.
Even you have any ideas of how to create it or how to design it, but you cannot do it in real life. You're
Yeah,
actually able to do that in that metaverse, create anything you want and how you want it. So, however, in the foreground, somehow it then stays the idea of how do we get people also to join metaverse. So gaming is, I believe, one of the biggest markets to that they try to explore in order to get people to join the metaverse. So many gaming platforms. What is this one called? I believe it's Fortnite, right? The game. I'm not sure you're familiar with that multiplayer game where everybody creates their own avatar, their own character. They're able to interact with each other and play. So I want to also show you the idea Facebook is selling right now. This is a short video I want to show you. One second. Give me 1 second.
New world.
Yeah.
Even
from a okay. I will share the screen. And where's the 1 second, where's the button? Yes, with the audio, of course.
Gaming in the metaverse is going to span from immersive experiences in fantasy worlds to bringing simple games into our everyday lives through holograms. Maybe you'll play old games in new ways.
So, Barcelona, huh?
So you see, you're actually able to create your own avatar. This will be your representation of yourself. And it feels real, the idea of real. This is you here, perhaps in real life, wearing the VR headset. It looks real to you because it's all virtually created, the whole world. And on the other side, you have this character someone created. And he's somewhere else in the world. And that's the same thing. Let's look at him.
Huh?
Well, it's not New York, but I like it.
New York misses you.
What's that?
I said, let me put my game face on so I can beat you.
Okay. Check.
I gotta try another game face next time.
Maybe you'll go head to head with players from around the world.
It's like a shop.
Some call it skill.
Keep talking.
Or maybe you'll do things that aren't even possible in gaming today.
Yes, so we can see here the idea of characters, avatars being created. That looks quite interesting, quite fun. I want to also show you another one, last one, another video that shows that actually with these tools that you use to interact with the metaverse, you're actually also able to move your body, actually move. Let's watch this one.
You'll be able to work out on your own, maybe against an AI. Maybe you'll get some friends together for some 3-on-3. Maybe play pickup with people on the other side of the world. Or imagine your Facebook cycling group does an AR charity ride.
Let's go.
Complete with a leaderboard. Maybe you'll be able to train with the best, like you're right there with them. Like Lee Kiefer, Olympic gold medalist.
On guard. Fence. Don't be scared this time. You seem like a natural.
Whoa, all right, that's a little too realistic. See you later, Lee. That was fun.
Good job, Mark.
Okay, thank you. So as you can see, it looks real, right? It looks kind of real, depending on how technology advances. I'm sure it looks better, it feels better, and the sensation just becomes almost realistic, very realistic. So the idea here, again, this is of one platform that offers access to this metaverse realm, this world they create. So you create your character and you step into the world and it would look like this. You're able to walk around and you're able to meet other players or other characters. You're able to talk with them, to chat with them. Even you're able to go shopping. Even this is now possible. Like they showed an ad online from Walmart. Somebody went shopping Walmart. Walmart is the US grocery store. And yeah, you're able to purchase items virtually, and then they will be delivered to you using also even that is they using drones now. They're able to fly these things to you. So yes, metaverse, the idea of putting on your headset and basically disappearing into this virtual reality. What do you think of that? Does it sound exciting? Would you love doing that? Are you excited for it? Let's ask Mr. or Miss Richwell. Richwell, are you there? Richwell. Okay, if not, then Keandra Pausta Abisha, are you there? Keandra, are you there? If not, then Miss Nisha, perhaps, are you there? Miss Nisha, are you with us? Oh, microphone is okay, not working. So, Miss Mega or Mr. Mega.
Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
even
actually,
without,
I've never
even without.
never tried the virtual reality experience
Oh,
before,
I
but
must
I'm
have.
excited to try it in the future.
Okay. So what makes you most excited for this idea of metaverse?
The
And wearing.
experience that I've never felt before.
Yeah. What would you do? Would you use it more, obviously, perhaps for gaming, or would you use it more to socialize, or let's say to go online shopping, or to create your own spaces? Because they even say you're able to create your own like spaces. Let's say like a building, you're able to build your own house. You're able to build a whole block of buildings. What would you use it for?
I think for the first step, I would use it for the game experience, such
Uh,
as the Sims,
uh-huh.
as the
Sims,
virtual
right?
reality. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
seems
true.
fun.
I remember playing The Sims in the past. Yeah, yeah, that's quite interesting. But it's in The Sims, you are controlling the others, right? Here in this metaverse, you only have one character, yourself, right? You're not like creating other characters. These are real people then, basically, right? That's quite interesting. Not sure whether they introduced then the ability for you to create, let's say like a dog virtually, and then you give it an AI, an artificial intelligence, and then it acts like a dog, I guess. Okay, thank you. Yes, Miss Miss Nesia, are you there? Miss Nesia, are you with us? Okay, and then who's Mr. or yes, is a Mr. or Mrs. V? Are you there? The one with the, I believe it's a cat as a profile photo, and then there's the hat.
Please
Are you
don't be
there?
nervous, yeah. Don't be shy.
Yes, don't be shy.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, let's ask Miss Mutia. Mutia, are you there? Yes, hello. Are you excited for the idea of the metaverse? And what
I'm
makes you
so
most excited?
excited.
Mhm. Okay. What makes you so excited for this?
Hmm, I don't really know about that.
Mhm.
I don't
Okay.
really know about that. Yeah.
Uh, but what would you use it for? Would you use it for playing, for gaming, or for socializing, for meeting other
Hmm,
people and chatting with them virtually?
maybe I will use it for playing some games only.
Okay. Uh-huh. To be immersed in this, yeah,
Yes,
all
because
around
I
you
don't really
experience.
good in socializing.
Ah, okay. So that's also one aspect, right? Because you create this avatar, it's not exactly looking like you, so you're still kind of
Mm,
concealing your identity, right? I think
yes.
it also kind of builds your confidence to interact with others, to engage with others. Mhm. So,
Uh,
uh,
yeah. Mm.
yes. So the VR headset, even for kids, they use it now on kids very early. It's something foreign to me, not used to that. Even you see this one here, you're actually painting virtually, and I guess here in real using this headset. Even you can have teachers, right, teaching you from across the globe. Somewhere else is someone in 3D in front of you and explaining you things. That sounds quite interesting. Yeah. Even this one here, these shooting games, quite popular. Most boys love that, right? Shooting games. And then yes, everything using these joysticks. So I'm not sure of the features. I'm sure this is able to vibrate. This is just giving you the vision. But I also know some are in these, I'm not sure how you would call this, these devices that rotate and you're kind of walking in place. And yeah, so you also have this one, the sensation of actually moving and actually moving your hands in this real world as well as in real life. Yeah. Okay. And yes, so here's now a problem. If you look at this picture, it seems a little bit like, everyone, if you imagine a world like that, where everyone is connected to this metaverse, and you see people in real life, you're actually just sitting there, and it seems like you're not doing much. While on the other hand, on the other side, in this metaverse, you're actually perhaps you're quite active and you're doing things. So what do you think of that? Is there possibly a downside to the idea of being involved with, let's say, much of your own time in this metaverse? Let's ask Miss. Okay, not sure. Ask Miss Leah, number 8. Are you there, Miss Leah?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Do you believe there is a downside to that? There's some negative effect that may have on you in real life, or do you say no? It's all positive. It's all good. Or are you worried about something?
I mean,
Yeah.
everything has negativities in it.
True. Yes. What might be a negativity when we talk about the metaverse, using the metaverse? In this case,
Probably when you use it too much, you can just forget about the real world and like forget about your own self.
maybe you eat virtually, but then you forget to eat in real life, and then
Yeah.
maybe. Yes, true. People get addicted to it, right? And they lose track of time, for example, right? You don't know what time it is or how late it is. Maybe in this virtual world, I'm not sure, it's maybe morning, while in the real life, maybe it's already evening. So perhaps it's hard to keep track of time. Let's ask Miss Nisha again. How about
Hi,
you?
yes, I'm
Hmm.
here.
Hmm.
Um, Actually, Mr. David, I want to ask you because
Hmm.
I'm sorry I was late, so I was just joining.
Hmm.
I didn't catch you for the first time whether you mentioned about the safety for this metaverse.
Not yet. Not. We haven't
Oh,
talked
not yet.
about.
Oh, okay. Because,
Mhm.
okay, I've read some news about already on their trial session
Okay.
or something on
Hmm.
Metaverse. Some people are being bullied by a group of other
Oh,
avatars. So
online. And they
yeah,
say, world.
online, yes. So
Okay.
they're being bullied and being harassed by other avatars, or
True.
yeah, I think it's already
True.
downside on that. It's as its own
Ah.
because I that's what I want to know, whether there's going to be security or police in the metaverse
Interesting.
specific,
Yeah.
specifically to keep the users safe in the
Yeah.
metaverse, because
Uh-huh.
sometimes, because what I've read, the psychological impact on what their experience, even it's virtual, it's real.
Mhm.
The trauma was real for them.
Especially
Yeah.
when they are young, right? They kind of grow
Yes.
up or grow into that. It's very
Yes.
different for them.
Because using all this augmented reality or virtual reality, it made it more real for them. The experience made it as if it's really happening to them, even it's happening in the metaverse itself. So
Yeah.
that's
I
another thing
just
to
I just remember these in the past some years ago at
Mhm.
the school shootings here in the US, right? And then they
Yes.
blamed, yeah, because people play video games, people play these shooting games, and then they,
Mhm.
they connect with that, or they cannot separate reality from this universe they created. So
True.
yes, that may be
And
one
I
of the risks. Yeah,
Yes, and I believe
it's
also
fiction.
this virtual reality uh, device, there's still ongoing research about it, whether on certain age should the user can use it without infecting their
Yeah.
development of their brain or their mind.
Oh, let's say you're a parent and you tasked with supervising or guarding or no your child, then how are
Mhm.
you able to control what they do in this world, right? Because as you can see in the photo, they just
True.
put on this headset, they don't really know what's happening on the other side. You'd also
Unless,
have to connect, be
yes,
there.
unless you also connect yourself to the game
Yeah,
and
yeah.
act as chaperone in the metaverse while they're using the same device as you, so you'll be like the chaperone following them around. So yeah, that's another thing to look into and to consider.
It looks kind of
Okay,
private
thank
also
you.
when you look at it. Looks like, yeah, thank you too. So no matter what they're doing, right, it's kind of private. That happens for them in front of
True.
their eyes, not in front of the other person's eyes. No matter, you don't really know. So
Oh, okay.
okay, thank you.
Sorry,
That's
Mr. David.
huh?
I have one more question. How do they gain
Sure.
capital on this metaverse? Because I believe you said that they can build
They,
a house, castle, and I believe as any other
yes,
online games,
yes. So that's how they make money.
they need
That's
to
how they
make
make
they need
money.
to
If you
they oh okay Yeah, they need to win something usually
if you
to
want
get
to.
money, or they
Yeah,
can buy, right?
if you want to create that building, you need to buy the place for it. If you want to use this item or this kind of wall or this kind of painting, they have to pay for it. That is why now this NFT talk comes out. NFT, the idea of they put something, an item from the real world, they put it and create it virtually, and then whoever wants to use this item, they have to pay for that. They have to pay for using that item. The
Oh, I
idea like that.
see. But do
You
they
can
have
pay in
also
also the outfit,
some
clothing.
do they
They have
also
some.
have some challenges or games to where they when they win this they will get reward in terms of
I guess, of course,
bonus
yes.
coins
That
or
is where
something?
this cryptocurrency or bitcoins comes in, right? When you win for this universe, this kind of currency. There's not only one universe, there are many different companies that offer these universe experiences, and they all have their own currency. So yeah, there's more than one currency for it.
I see.
Yeah, I want to show you, but
Okay.
next time maybe.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so also the idea of shopping there, many shopping brands. I just read in the news, like in New York, one big clothing brand, bought for $20 million, they bought virtually the place and the street and the buildings for it and the stores. And they are in those stores representing their own brand and selling items virtually, basically. So when you're an avatar, when you're a character in this virtual world and you want to wear something different, you have to go to the shop and buy those clothing, right? So they have to pay for it, and you pay with it for in real money first, and then it will be recalculated as a virtual exchange into virtual money. So yeah, okay. Let's ask Miss Freya. Wow, nice name, Freya. Are you there, Miss Freya? If not, then Mr. iPad again. Are you still there?
Mr.
Mr.
iPad,
iPad?
actually, it's Bintang, Mr.
Oh, Bintang.
It's
Okay.
Bintang.
The star, yeah. Bintang, when you think of the metaverse, are you worried about anything? Or do you think that is all great and good only?
Oh, great.
Are you very positive?
I'm very positive about it.
Because when you look at the photo, also look at the child on the left hand, right? On the left side is child. It looks kind of isolated, kind of alone, right?
Yep.
So even you're virtually meeting, but in real life, this physical connection is not there. Also, this worry, the idea that people are worried that you spend too much time doing that, and then less time interacting in the real world, actually physically, socially interacting with others. No, you're virtually interacting with others. Okay, let's move on. Thank you. Mr. iPad, do you have any worries? Mr. iPad? If not, no? Okay, thank you. So yes, gaming, the environment, the idea of, even you see this one here, the watch. Yes, the watch, the controller, this one here, and the the headset, and the laptop, and maybe the computer, and the speaker, and the mouse. Look how many devices there are. The idea also of that, right? How many devices do you need? A, you have to pay for all of those. A, they have to be maintained. What if one of those breaks? And how much of those radio waves? Because everything here is electrical for one, and then magnetic for another. So everything is somehow influencing you physically as well. Your brain functions. And these are all radio waves. So there's also danger coming from that. How much of these electronic devices and their electricity are you exposed to? No. Okay, this one here's the last screen. These are the brands Metaverse market map. how many brands, this one changed into Meta now, of course. How many brands are actually involved in this idea of Meta? And you see this one here is also a huge part. Unity, I'm familiar with that, the engines, because there needs to be people there, programmers, designers that need to program, create this universe, make it function, make it work. So much is put in that department for creation and programming. And even here we have Meta. So they still call it Facebook, I see. Sorry, the company is called Meta, but the app now is just Facebook, the app, not the company anymore. So EA Games, yes, quite familiar. Google Play, Steam, these are big markets. And then what's that? Human interface. You have Apple, even Microsoft being involved. And then also these fashion brands now, slowly these fashion brands get in there, even artists, famous artists, even on TikTok, I saw Snoop Dogg, singer, performers, they all try to get in there and try to sell. They buy something that is either their, let's say, music, for example, a song, a sound, or a representation of something from the real world, like a painting, for example. Even there are some museums that sold their paintings basically to recreate them virtually. And this was very, very expensive. So yeah, that's where the money is. People trying to sell their things online. Even there was this story in Indonesia. I'm not sure whether you heard this person that got super, super rich by selling his selfies. Is that right? Have you heard of that story, Ms. Abel? That one Indonesian, I think it was from Indonesia, someone that got really rich by selling his selfies as
Oh, is that
NFTs.
Gozali Everyday, mister?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the name here.
Oh,
It was quite
yeah.
yeah, popular here. So NFTs means metaverse. Anything put into this virtual realm. Yeah. So okay. Thank you all for this one. For this, do you have any questions? Anything you would like to ask or you're curious about? Even I myself am not too familiar with the metaverse, but as a topic, I think this is very interesting. Depending on, yeah.
Okay, who wants to ask Mr. David? Does anyone want to ask Mr. David about Metaverse or about today's workshop? Please raise your hand or just turning on your microphone, yeah?
Yes.
Is there any question?
Even a friend of mine also just bought the VR headset and he paid, I think, 7 million
Wow.
for that, for the VR. Hmm.
Hi, Mr. David.
Hello.
Hello. I just want to share. Actually, in 2011, there was this book released and published by American author. It's Ernest Cline, and the title is Ready Player One.
Okay.
Well, actually, if any of you familiar with the movie, it turned into movie in 2018. But basically, the idea of the metaverse itself, it's already he already thought about it in his story Ready Player One, when he shared a dystopian world
Utopian.
dystopian world in ahead of our future, where the people were most of the population are so poor, and how they make a living is exactly like this. So
online,
they live very poor, but then they connect online with the VR, the device, and then in this world they can be anything, anybody, and they can be really rich and powerful there, and something like that. So I think they're trying to make it something like that before, but
to
what
recreate that.
interesting to what interesting to look at is, I think, also the aspect of the law, how they will put the law for
Yeah.
for
They
their
just this
for
wasn't the news that they expose children. Children have access to the metaverse, but what they show in the metaverse might be age restricted. However, children have already access to that. I don't want to say what it was, but it was something that
Mhm.
was very inappropriate for children. But there's no restriction or no governing not done yet. So that's risky. Yeah.
I agree, and that could be another battle for those big company or whatever who
True, true,
involved in
true.
this big project
Yeah. Get hit
on
with
how
lawsuits. Yeah.
yes on who's going to rule and make the policy and stuff for the metaverse, so it will run smoothly for everybody, for any parties, for
Yeah.
so it will be interesting to see.
Safe to use. Yeah.
Yeah, safety and the law, how the law will be applied there.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Okay,
So
thank you.
yeah, thank you too. Yeah. It's very, but and also on another hand, we can look at it as technology itself, right? The idea of, as I explained earlier, the more technologically advanced we become, the more jobs in a way we're also kind of destroying. But on the other hand, also the more jobs we also create, because we need actually people there that program, that maintain these robots, and that design these technologies, right? These technologies need to be maintained. So even we could say people become less active physically, but on another hand, they also are more engaged with these technologies. They have to be, because you need many more people to maintain this whole universe that you created, right? There needs to be content updates, constant security checks, right? So designers have to be there to design and program these things. So in a way, I believe it does create also new jobs and new possibilities for people to gain income, right? Or to be creative, to express themselves, of creating something, right? So it's a double-edged sword, they say like that, right? Has two edges. So yeah. Okay, how about Mr. Yudi? Are you still with us? Or Mr. Yeah, there. First you were there, and now you you popped up the other screen. Let's see whether he comes. So yes, do you have any questions? Any other questions or anything you would like to share? Any
Is there
knowledge of yourself? Any experience?
is there any questions or maybe share something about Metaverse? No? I think there's no more question, Mr. David.
Yeah, okay. Then thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr.
That's
David.
fine.
Yeah, what an amazing
Yeah.
speak about Metaverse.
Thank you too.
Okay. All right. How do you think about it, guys? Is it so much fun? Right? I bet that's so much fun. Yeah. Okay. So thank you for everyone who comes today, and for those of you who wants to continue learning with Mr. David and the other trainers here, you can contact Easy English to book a trial class or free placement test. Yeah. As you can see, you also can see that from the chat box. Yeah, for the contact. Okay. So before we close this workshop, let's take a photo together. Okay. So please open your camera and I will count to 3. Yeah. So we can take a photo together. Okay. So for those of you who haven't opened your camera, please open. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Freya. Thank you, Muthia. Okay. Who else? Okay. Thank you, Leah. Okay, we're waiting for the others. Okay, Ritual, Nasha, Eric, Mega. Okay, you can open your camera so we can take a photo together. Okay, Nisha, are you there? Freya, Ritual? We can take a photo together. Okay, thank you,
Nice to see
Freya.
you.
Okay, nice to meet you, everyone. Okay. All right, maybe the others still in the toilet, maybe. Okay. All right. So yeah, you can do your pose. Okay, and I will count to 3, yeah? So we can take a photo together. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, one more.